Is NewsNation Now.
Welcome to NewsNation Now. I'm G. Suki. You've made it to Friday. It's February 26th. Here's your update. The U.S. launched airstrikes in Syria yesterday. It marks the first military action under President Joe Biden. The Pentagon says the airstrikes targeted facilities of Iranian-backed militia and hit several buildings along Syria's border with Iraq. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin says it's in retaliation for a recent rocket attack in Iraq that killed a civilian, wounded a U.S. service member, and injured other coalition troops. Now, the U.S. hasn't yet commented on the extent of the damage from the airstrikes or whether there were any casualties. Today, the House will vote on President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief bill. The legislation includes $1,400 in direct payments and an extension of emergency unemployment benefits. Yesterday, the Senate's parliamentarian ruled that one of the bill's measures, which aim to raise the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour, cannot be included. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi called the ruling, quote, disappointing, and said the measure will remain in the House bill. The Senate is expected to take up the legislation next month. And the acting Capitol Police chief is warning of a second attack on the U.S. government building. Chief Yogananda Pittman told Congress yesterday that rioters want to blow up the Capitol, and she mentioned the threat of a possible attack during Biden's joint address to Congress. Pittman called for extra security measures to remain in place, and a date for Biden's address hasn't yet been announced. President Biden and the First Lady are traveling to Texas today. They'll meet with local leaders to discuss the impact of the recent winter storm, along with relief efforts. The president is also expected to visit a COVID-19 vaccination site. An FDA advisory committee is meeting today to discuss whether to recommend emergency use approval of Johnson & Johnson's coronavirus vaccine. Earlier this week, the FDA confirmed that the one-shot vaccine is 66% effective at preventing moderate to severe cases and about 85% effective against the most serious illness. The vaccine is considered easier to distribute because it doesn't need to be stored in ultra-cold freezers. And trending this morning, after nearly 70 years, the Mr. Potato Head brand is dropping its Mr. Hasbro is giving the brand a gender-neutral name, just Potato Head. The change will appear on boxes this year, and a new playset will be released that lets kids create their types of families that they want, including 2 moms or 2 dads. The toy company says it hopes the new characters will reflect modern families. I just remember there being a lot of interchangeable parts that hurt if you step on them. Okay, starting March 1st, WGN America is expanding its news programming to 5 hours on weeknights. Just wanted to remind you, and it's officially rebranding as NewsNation. So you can read all about that online at newsnationnow.com. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Start your morning with NewsNation. Top headlines and trending stories delivered straight to your inbox for free. Go to newsnationnow.com/newsletter to sign up.